Hey you, today I'm going to teach you how to start to budget, how to start, where to start, how to do this. And if you never, ever, I don't know what I'm saying, but if you never thought of budgeting and you never budgeted before, then this video is for you, so keep on watching. So before I begin teaching you how to budget, I would like to first start off with introducing myself. I'm Lydia, the budget lady. I never said my name. My name is Lydia from New Jersey. Hello. So I'm the budget lady, fearless mama living on a budget, showing you ways how to save money on home decoration, fashion, and budgeting, and much more. If you love this kind of jam, please subscribe to my channel and hit that like button because that will help me truly a lot. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so every time I upload a new video, you do not miss a thing and you do not want to miss a thing. So let's begin. Now, quick background. Budgeting takes time and can be frustrating. I'm not gonna lie. And when you start to budget, you can do it perfectly on paper, but you also have to think about living with your budget. So a lot of people can just easily write down their expense and allocate how much they're gonna spend this month and all this jazz, right? But if you don't live what you're putting on paper, then the budget's not gonna work. And that what gets frustrating for most of us, that we can easily put it on paper, but if we don't live it, then we get frustrated with ourselves, like, oh, I hate budgeting. That's why a lot of people hate budgeting. But today I want to show you how to start and how to love it. And let me tell you, it's a habit, and once you start learning how to do it and adapting to it, because you're gonna fall off the wagon here and there, and it's okay. But as long as you keep going and doing it, you're gonna be fine, and you're gonna start loving it. Because once you start noticing about yourself, your spending habits, how you're living, you're gonna start analyzing what changes you want to make in your life, what areas can you cut, what areas you need to improve. That's what's awesome about budgeting. They will kind of help you learn yourself, your spending habit, and help you get to your future goal. Because budgeting is not a restriction. It's a yes plan. It's a plan that whatever income you're receiving and whatever goals you have, you're working at it. And also by working at it, if there's like a goal of, I don't know, if you want to buy a beach house someday, hey, start saving that on the side, and instead of getting a loan and then you're more in debt, and you don't want to do that. So I want to start you how to kickstart your brain by doing this. So I created a quick template on my Excel, and I have a very old Excel. I need to update my Excel because some of the colors weren't that pretty, but I'm going to quickly show you how to kickstart it. But what you need today is a notebook and a pen or a pencil and a calculator, and maybe your phone, because you're going to be looking up your expenses. So you need to know, and I already wrote down my expense here that I'm going to share with you guys, and just kind of have a sample, and we're going to kickstart there. So I'm going to show you how to kind of like put it on paper and start, kickstarting your brain to start adapting to this budget lifestyle. And trust me, in the beginning, you're going to learn a lot about yourself. When you start doing this exercise, you're going to learn so much about yourself you never knew. And then you're going to learn how you're spending your money and how you can improve it and all that fun stuff. So let's begin. Okay, as I mentioned, I created this quick template for you guys. If you're interested, definitely follow me on Instagram and DM me, and I will email you or send you somehow. If you provide me your email address, I will send you this template. I did a quick one, and so let's begin. Now, I made it very generic because I didn't want to put October. If you're watching my video in November, December, you probably don't want the word October. So I just opened this up like for the month of, and then you can put what month you're working on. So, and of course, a inspirational quote for you here. You got this. Yes, you do. So first thing first, when you're doing this exercise, and again, if you don't have my template, it's okay. You can just grab your notebook and start writing down. First thing first, let's write down all your income sources. See here. So, if you have one job, that's fine. You can ignore the rest. But if you have two jobs or two incomes coming in, And then you have a little side hustle, go for it. And then you can put your amount here. I'm gonna quickly just put like some amount here. I'm gonna put 2,000 for the first income, and then the second income will be 3,000. I mean, it can vary. And then the side hustle could be like, I don't know, let's say 500, or it could be 1,000, whatever. I'm just making up little numbers here just to have an idea. So, look up your leave an earning statement or anything, how you're earning your money. If you're getting paid weekly, bi-weekly, you do want to add for the month, not just for the week. So if you're getting paid twice a month, definitely add those two and then put them in here. And then your side hustle, if you have an idea. If you don't know how much you're going to get for your side hustle because it is fluctuate, you can leave that to the end as well. So let's go over for your expense. So think about all the expense you need to pay. The most importantly, let's think about your rent, your mortgage, your shelter, right? If you're paying mortgage and rent, definitely list them in there. So I'm going to put mortgage or home, whatever you want to title. And my budget will be 1,800. And mine is pretty fixed. So the actual will be, once the month is over, the purpose of this sheet is first you're going to budget, right? And it's just like a kickstart of it. And then as you start learning how to budget better, then you can move things around how you want to, whatever is easy for you, because everybody's different. So the purpose of this is to list all your expense, what you're going to budget for, because I know I have to pay like 1,800 for the mortgage. And that's always been steady. And at the end of the month, you're going to write down all your actuals. So I kind of skip ahead a little bit here, but just to show you as an example. And then, once you list your mortgage, you also want to start listing like your utilities, like your water, gas, what else? Electricity. Now, if you're renting, some renting is all included, and that's fine. You can put it just for the rent. But if you're separate like mine, you can just put it separately here. And you also want to add, now I have to pay sewer. And now in my town, it's kind of weird. I have to pay sewer monthly, my sewer monthly and quarterly. It's like my county, I have to pay for my county and then my town, like my town monthly and then my county. So I'm going to call it sewer number 1 and then sewer number 2. So there you go. Now, other expense is, and when you list all your utilities and house, if you're paying, now my mortgage, everything's included, the insurance and the taxes. So that's in there. I don't have to like break it down. But if you are paying it separately, like some mortgages, they don't, I hear some people have, they have to pay on the side their taxes and their insurance, then definitely list them there. Now moving on, we're gonna list, phone or cell phone. If you're, cell phone bill, you're gonna add your cell phone bill. So basically you're adding all your expense here. And it doesn't have to be perfect because, sometimes you wanna kind of like put it in order, and you can do that later. So it's good to use your notebook. So once you list all your expense down in the amount, because you need your phone or your computer to look them up, then if you are interested in this template, I will email it to you, and then you can make it this very nicely. You can put in categories or sort it very nicely there. Okay, so now, we got cell. So you're listing all your expense here. Cable or internet. So I'm gonna go back up here. So for the water, my utilities, I pay monthly, and this year I decided, because every year I will pay whatever the usage I use. So it was always fluctuating here and there. We just keep going up and down, up and down. So I decided this year to just go on a budget. So I call each of these companies, say, hey, please put me on a budget. So what they do is they run an analysis of the whole year, of the past years, and see more or less like the average you're paying. And then they give you that, which I love, because my goal was to pay off the car. And I didn't want any surprises with the water and the gas and everything. So that helped me meet my goal of paying my car this year, and that was my last debt for baby step 2, and now I'm baby step 3. And I'm going to continue staying on the budget because that will help me reach my goal for baby step 3. And if you don't know the baby step 3 is saving your emergency fund. You can build your emergency fund from 3 to 6 months, and my goal is to save up to like 30,000. So, and staying on the budget with these company helps a lot. And what happens at the end of the year, they run an analysis and see if you're under, they'll return money to you because you've been paying the same amount each year. But if you're over, you just have to pay a little over. So do keep in mind to have a saving on the side just in case to cover that shortage or whatever the surprises they give you at the end of the year. So I'm curious how mine's gonna turn out this year, but we'll see, and I'll keep you guys posted. So let's go over my water bill. So my water bill is, did I write it here? Let's see. So I get billed for $59.60 for my water bill. So I'm going to put that as my budget, and that's what they budget me for. So I put it here. It's going to be the same as actual because that's what I expect. In fact, that's the budget they have me on with them. And for my gas is $111. And my electricity is $96. Okay, now my sewer 1 is $88 monthly. Now, you have to know your quarters for the town. So I already paid it last month. That was my quarter last month. So I'm gonna skip this. So put a little 0 there because I know it's gonna show up around December timeframe to pay the next quarter. So, and then for my cell phone, I pay $110. I need to think about cutting this down. See, that's the thing when you start doing the budget, you're like, I'm paying $110 on a freaking cell phone. So I'm gonna actually see if I can negotiate to bring this down. So those are the things that I like doing budgeting because I see things like, oh wait, I can't believe I'm paying this much. So cable and internet, I'm budgeting for $250. And you know, I do have 2 dogs and they're now turning 9 this year. Jake just turned 9 on the 15th and Luna's gonna turn 9 on the December 30th. So the older your dogs get, things gonna start to happen. And last year something happened to Luna that we ended up paying like $2,000. That was unexpected cost that we did not budget for, and luckily we had some savings on the side to cover it. Then we put that back the money in the savings. So those things can happen if you have pets, and so look into pet insurance. So I shopped around and the cheapest one I can get, and the coverage, I like the coverage and everything. They're charging for 2 dogs monthly is $103, and it depends on the state too that you're dealing with. 103 with 38 cents. So I'm just gonna round to 104 because it's just the budget, and then we can put the actual. So I'm gonna put pet insurance here. Okay, so this is all the expense that you have to think about, everything that you're paying, that you need to pay. If you need to pay tolls like transportation, definitely put down transportation for work or whatever, if you're taking the train or whatever. Also, you can put down like Easy Pass, or New Jersey, we have this Easy Pass that we have to pay the tolls all the time. I have to pay tolls, so I have an Easy Pass, and Easy Pass always budget me for like $90 a month. So they always take this out from my checking because I have like a direct with them. It makes it like easy too. And also having Jonah now, that I have to put baby expense like his food and stuff like that. So yeah, pet insurance, also pet care, I forgot to mention that, like you have to pay for their food and stuff like that. And I budget their food around $130. They eat good. We like to feed them good food because, you know, the healthier good food, so they can stay healthy and less medical bills. So think about that. And then, you know, baby care, if you have children, you can just put kids or whatever and like budget for their clothing. You can separate if you want, food. Also, your entertainment, if you have a family, you know, budget yourself for entertainment. You can do $100, $200. So let's make it $100 just for this purpose. And then personal care, of course, you need to buy, you know, your products like soap and stuff like that. So let's say monthly, you want to just budget yourself, you know. And once you start your budget, you're gonna start finding what's your true actual, and then if you can cut some of these costs the next month, you can say, oh, I only pay, you know, I'm seeing a trend here that I'm only paying $80 for myself, for my personal care, so I'm gonna just continue budgeting for $80, like that. So once you have all this, you're gonna tally them up and put the total amount down here. And then when the month ends, you're gonna start putting your actuals here, and then you're going to compare it. So let's I'm gonna quickly add this, and for you guys, I just see I have a blank back. Let me just budget Jonah 100. And then I'm gonna quickly add this up here too, and then I'm gonna show you the next step. My chicken writing here because I'm a left-handed person. I added all that and I got $3,139. So we're gonna now compare what our take-home pay is. So I have a take-home pay of $5,500 minus this minus 3139. I'm using my Excel because I love using my Excel. That difference is, wow, 2,000. So this is what I have left over. So when things like this happen, this is good because there you can say, wow, I got 2,361 left over. If you're doing a zero-based budget, you're gonna try to spend as much as you can with your budgeting here. You're gonna start adding more, like, hey, well then I'm gonna start a sinking fund to save for vacation, sinking fund, $200. And then you start spending the whole thing. Or you can take this like, wow, I have this much, I'm gonna pay off a debt and go for it, you know? Or if you're on baby step 3, say, hey, I'm gonna push this to my baby step, for my emergency fund and get that going. So that's why I love budgeting and planning, you know, where your money's gonna go. That way you have a plan and you have goals you wanna meet. So I did add in this template a saving goals here. Like, so if you have things like this, you can just say sinking fund like vacation or saving for college or investment, whatever you want. I add that in there for you in there. So this is just to help you kickstart budgeting, just to kind of understand where you at, how does your spending habit look like, and if you're under this amount, let's say you're overspending your income, right, your take-home pay, then that's something you need to start looking into, what you need to cut out of your life and not live on a credit card. And remember, it's just temporary. So once you start paying off your debt, then you can live the life that you want to live. So I hope this helped. I'm going to do more videos like this, and I'm going to get better at making these videos like this because it was kind of a little challenging with the camera. But if you're interested in getting this template, definitely find me at Instagram. That will be at _budgetlady. So I will email you this and hope that it will help you out, and I hope I made some sense. So at the end of the year, you're going to add your actuals here, and hopefully your actuals, this delta, sorry, it's supposed to be here. I'm going to add a little delta. Delta mean like the difference from your take-home pay and from your subtotal. So I'm going to add a little delta for you guys in there in my template. So you can have it here so you can easily see the difference. But here, I know I put the amount here and I apologize, is for your actual. So once your bills kicked in and everything, what you actually have to pay, you will add it here and then see if you went over or under. And then the delta is going to help you to see how much money you have left over. And then will help you, get your plan, your financial plan going. So thank you so much for watching. I will post more, as my dog's running around. I'm going to post more like this for you guys. And I'm more of an Excel person. So if you're interested of Excel, I would definitely start filming that too and start putting it in YouTube. So please leave me a comment below if you'd like to see me do something more. And yeah, thank you so much. Take care and God bless.